Oh. It's working.
How's it going, Tyreke?
It's going good, man. It's great.
What's kind of this process been like for you so far?
Man, it's just been like a lot of talking, a lot of meeting with teams and stuff like that. Just showing what I'm capable of. But it's been great, man. I'm enjoying it, soaking it in. You only get one, so I've been trying, just like take it all in.
What are the biggest things you want to convey to teams in those meetings?
Man, just the type of player they're getting, the high motor they're getting, how hungry I am, just to always be dominant and always just expand my game. Just one of the things I'm just always harping on is, trying to just be a better player, always expanding, whether it's sticking on to a veteran, asking them questions and stuff like that. I'm always, trying to get that upper echelon on someone, so yeah.
Do you get a lot of questions about why didn't you have more production, more sacks at Ohio State?
Yeah, some of that, but I know like what I gotta do. Some of it was just finishing plays, just whether they didn't come to me or whether they did. I just gotta balance stuff like that. But I know what I need to work on. So yeah.
It seemed like you were so close so many times. How frustrating was that for you?
Definitely a little frustrating. Just to know, you had a good rush, beat the man and stuff like that, and it was either you threw it or something like that, or I just didn't get the sack. But I don't really harp on the past. I don't really have no regrets or nothing like that. Everything that happens, I take it as a lesson. So yeah, it's just a lesson for me, just to get better, improve on myself, and it's just another area I can improve on to get better at.
You had that stretch, especially right when you came back from when you were healthy again.
Yeah.
That you were kind of dominant.
Yeah.
Did you feel like that you would kind of arrive? Like, is that what you can be at the NFL level?
Yeah, I feel like the sky's the limit for me, man. I feel like I haven't even really scratched the surface of what I could really be. NFL plays like a unique type of way. They kind of like I got a taste of it at the Senior Bowl. Just being coached by the Jets. The way they play, just kind of like real fast paced. Real just really just really demolishing your guy. Just getting after the ball. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna translate to the NFL great.
Tyreke, when you look at not just Chase and Joey and Nick, but also like Taekwon and Sam,
Yeah.
those guys, even Coop from the 7th round, like you don't have to be drafted in the top 3 or 4 to have a lot of success in the NFL. How much confidence does that give you that no matter where you're taken, like you can rely on what Coach J has done?
Man, a lot, man. Just that's the main thing. A lot of people tell me, just always trusting and rely on your toolbox, because the toolbox, that's going to take you far. Like everybody, has intangibles and everything, the athletic features and stuff. But when you got to really rely on your technique, especially at the next level, everybody's going to be the same strength, same speed, or even faster. So I'm always, relying on my toolbox. I was just texting Draymond the other day, and he was telling me, like, hey, make sure you always relying on your toolbox what Coach Jay gave you. So yeah, I'm always keeping that with me.
What do you think are the biggest ways you're a better football player now than when you arrived at Ohio State 4 years ago?
Man, just I feel like I just matured in a way. Ohio State, real Coach Jay, he's really made me into a great player. Just whether it was toughness on the field, just really playing with great technique. I feel like he really excelled my technique to a different level. Especially I took pride in that my senior year. A lot of players that I talked to that were coached by Coach Jay, just said perfect your toolbox and perfect what you want to do. So that's what I really try to do in my past year. Just really just like hone in on my toolbox and really perfect my craft.
What was your favorite moment at Ohio State?
Man, just feel like probably like Clemson that Clemson game. Yeah, just it was that get back, man. You just really needed that. We took that game personal, and I feel like I'm never gonna forget that moment with my brothers. We worked hard for that, and we just came out there, played our butts off.
Hey, see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
How frustrating was it to have to deal with the number of injuries that you had? It seemed like you were just constantly had to deal with nagging injuries.
Yeah, I mean, some of them, were fluke. I couldn't even do nothing about them. But like I said, like I never really have any regrets or anything. Like it was just like always a lesson. It's just guys playing. He gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. That's always what my mom tells me. So. I'm always, just thinking positive, positive self-talk to myself, and that's why I feel like I came back so dominant, when I came back from the one injury. I just didn't even really think about it. I just came back just knowing that I had to make an imprint on the game. I had to come back dominant, so that's all I think about.
Do you feel like there's another level you can take your game to?
Most definitely, yeah. I feel like I feel like I haven't even really scratched the surface. I started playing football my junior year in high school, so I feel like every day I'm excelling. You know, every day I'm getting better, and I feel like, you know, when I get to the NFL, you know, I could really, like, you know, hone into what I'm really capable of, and I feel like it's gonna be sky's the limit, man. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be wild.
How did the Senior Bowl experience go for you?
Great, man. Great experience. I feel like it prepared me a lot for this. For moments like this combine. Just, you know, a lot of interviews and stuff like that, and a lot of good competition out there. You know, it just gave me a chance to, you know, show what I was really capable of on a rushing and run side. So I feel like it was just a great opportunity. I'm thankful that Jim Nagy gave me the opportunity to go there, and I'll definitely tell people, you know, definitely if you go there, you know, utilize the opportunity, because it could definitely catapult you to where you want to be.
You're getting coached by an NFL staff now. What sort of feedback did they give you as far as what you need to do better between now and the start of this career?
Man, just I mean, every rush, I feel like it's always feedback they could get. You can get, but I mean, I feel like one important key with me was pad level. You know, just keep my pad level down. You know, not exposing my chest. You know, just being like just powerful and violent in my hands, and, you know, just at the point of attack. So I feel like I'm gonna take that, carry it on with me. You know, and improve my game on it, and I'm definitely keep improving, trying to add that.
Tyreke, who's somebody that you think at Ohio State you've got your eye on to step up to the plate soon?
Probably I know Teron Vincent. I already know he's gonna come next year. I feel like the sky's the limit for him. You know, he hasn't really got to really showcase all what he's about, but he's got it, man. He definitely got it, I know. But I mean, I feel like everybody's definitely, once they get their chance, you know, once they get their, like, just like the freshmen, like JT, Jack, Javante, Tyler, like, you know, Tyler didn't really get to play last season, so I'm excited for all of them. But no, I definitely think that they're working right now too, and they've been telling me, they've been showing me what they've been doing. So I already know that they're gonna take next season personal, and they're coming out with some fire.
For JT and Jack, I know you talked about this a couple of years ago, chasing that second year with Coach Jay, the strides you take. What is it that they're gonna go through?
Man, just going through that tough period of time where you really callous the body, man. You really just get that toughness on you, and you really turn into that real college football player. You know, you mature, and your next year, you know, when you're a freshman, you kind of get your feet wet, but then when you go into that sophomore year, you know, Coach Jay always said you're not a freshman anymore, so you got to play like, you know, you've been here and you're a vet. So, and I feel like they carry themselves as vets, you know, the way they play, you know, the way they go about the game, and, you know, I always see them in the group chat talk about how they want to go get some extra work and stuff like that. So I love it, man. I already know they got their heads on right.
The other one that you didn't mention is Zach, obviously.
Oh yeah, Zach. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about Zach. Zach, he got that. Zach is always gonna, man. He's always gonna wow you. He's always gonna work hard. You know, I already know he's got everything in his toolbox, you know, to be the best player he could be. I know he could be a really great player. I expect him to be one of the top players next year, no question.
I don't know how much you've been around the facility, you've probably been training, but how much would you like to play in this new defense that you're installed?
In the new defense?
Yeah, Jim Nolan's defense.
Man, you talk about the new D coordinator. Yeah, new D coordinator. Oh, yeah, man, they've been telling me about it. Man, I'm kind of jealous. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like they're going to do great in that scheme. I feel like he's allowing them to play fast, allowing a lot of the players to play how they really could play, and, you know, show the you know, what they really want to show. Yeah, so really was the main thing about it was they could play fast, and they could play without thinking about a lot. So I feel like that's going to carry on to the game.
I don't mean to ask you to criticize the old coaches, but could you sense that there was kind of dysfunction with the defense last year? Not everyone was on the same page.
I mean, yeah, early on, you know, it was a lot of new guys in the program. You know, it was a lot of young guys in the program that haven't really stepped on the field. And the last season was their first time really playing, really starter snaps. So, I mean, everybody, you know, I feel like how to get acclimated to what was going on. I feel like after the Oregon game, you know, we kind of took a step back, you know, reevaluated ourselves and, you know, got better. But, you know, it's always room for improvement. I feel like, you know, that's what they're doing now. You know, they always got to improve. And, you know, they know what they messed up on. We know, you know, what we were missing. So I feel like they're going to come back, you know, 10 times harder.
How meaningful was it for you to finish your career without winning the Rose Bowl?
Very meaningful. You know, I didn't want to, you know, leave on a bad taste in my mouth. I feel like it was, for the Buckeye fans, just for myself and for my brothers to the left and the right of me when I was playing it with. I feel like it was just very important for us to leave on the win. So that's why, I stayed and played.
Have you gotten over the Michigan game yet?
Nah.
Will you ever?
Nah, it's never gone. Yeah, everywhere I go, it's always that question lingering on. So, I'm always going to hear about it. But, I'm looking forward to the game this year to watch them. I don't know. It wasn't the best game we played. A lot of guys, no excuses. A lot of guys were sick. I was sick. I was up to like 3, 4 in the morning, with the flu. But no excuses. They played good. They played a tough game, and we went out there and I feel like we didn't play how we really could have or how we really should have. So, we can't do nothing. Like I said, it's a lesson for me. Just took that on the chin. You got to take some losses, and then turn them around and, be a winner. So, yeah, I feel like.
We've heard that there were a lot of guys who were sick there.
Yeah.
How many were there?
About like 15, 20. Yeah, it was a lot of guys that were like sick. I don't know. It was like I was telling someone, one of the other guys in the Big Ten. He was like, I think it was like a flu bug going around the Big Ten because he was like, our team caught it too. So yeah, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I was feeling terrible before the game, but. I had to play. That game was too important to not play. So, yeah, but no excuses. We didn't play how we should have. We should have went out there and played better than we did. We didn't execute how we really wanted to. Yeah, so.
Tyreke, obviously, Haskell was playing through injuries most of the season. I guess what did you take from watching how he played this year?
Man, just, resilience. Haskell, he's a great player. He's always one of the leaders in the room, always encouraging other guys, to play their hardest, play smart. And he's a smart guy in the room. He knows the defense inside and out. He's helped me early on. He's helped me just last year. Whenever I ask Haskell something, he's always there to answer it, always there to help me. I feel like, we feed off each other when we're in the game. So, yeah, I love Haskell.
Everybody is always talking about what's next, like the newer guys on the roster, but like Teron's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you and Haskell are both mentioning him as somebody who's finally going to put it together. What gives you confidence that he's going to be able to do that in his last year on campus?
Because we see it in practice. Every time we practice out there, we see what the dog Teron has in him and what he can do on the field, and not only on the field but mentally, he's really smart in the game. His dad played many years in the league, and I feel like he's just been around football so long, he just knows it inside and out. He just anything he tags on and stuff quick. It's really like second nature for Teron. So, a lot of some unfortunate things have happened with him. So, I feel like this year is just his year to really just show out. I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the top tackles in the class.
Tyreke, talk a little bit about your experience at the Senior Bowl and who probably was the toughest guy that you faced down there in one-on-ones or during the season, and then also just the toughest guy you faced this season in general.
Down at the Senior Bowl, it was a lot of good guys there. A lot of people would probably say Trevor Penny, we were going at it. A lot of people wanted to post only his highlights, but they didn't want to post my wins. But, it's cool. He was a good player. I'm all about competition, so that's why, I kept going against him. And they say he was one of the best, so that's why I want to go against. But, no, he was good down there. It was a lot of good guys. The guy from UNI, the guy from the Green School. I'm trying to think.
Oh, Northern.
Dakota or something. Yeah. He was pretty good. It was a lot of. Everybody down there. It was select few that really got to go. So, yeah, everybody for real was good down there. But this past season, I feel like the tackles from Tulsa were pretty good. Yeah. And Chris Paul. Yeah, they had good technique. They weren't. They were patient with their technique. They weren't like wild. They knew the game. They knew. I feel like they watched their film on me, and I really had to be critiqued. I really had to be critique myself in my pass rush and really go at them with good moves.
Do you think that any meetings that you've had or that you're going to have really stuck out to you, where you just walked out of the meeting and you're like, man, I feel really good about that?
Yeah, it's a lot of me. I feel like the meetings I kill, man. I'm just going in there being myself, man. And I feel like some guys try to fake it, to make it. It's when you faking it, you got to come up with a lie and keep bouncing them off. So when you just being yourself and you know the game and you know what they're asking you of, and you just being yourself and telling them about yourself, it's just second nature to you.
Have you talked to the Pittsburgh Steelers at all by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had a physical meeting with them?
Not yet. Nah. Man, I love to play with them guys. Just like I said early on in the meeting, just I like to pick those guys' brains. When I played in my college season, I always send my tape to pro guys. Let them critique it. Give me pointers that I could bring back to my game. So just just to play with guys like that. Cam Hayward, Old State, great. I love it. T.J. Watt, man, he's a beast, man. So yeah, I love to be right beside them, picking their brains, trying to go out there every day and get better with them.
Which pro guys do you
Oh yeah, so I sent my tape to anybody I'm cool with. Nick, Chase, one of the guys I sent my tape to was like Max Crosby. I'm pretty good with him, so I just send my tape to him, have him evaluate it, or I seen a move that he did and I try to add it to my toolbox and I send it to him like, hey, how do I do this move? How could I have been better about it? So yeah, just stuff like that. Always trying to get pick someone's brain about the game and just be better about it.
Is there anything you've learned from Max Crosby?
Yeah, man. He's relentless. He's relentless in his pass rush, and when I send the tape to him, he's always right. He's quick to respond back. Whether I'm, not taking a good rush angle to him, he's telling me to step on the guy's toes, make him feel you. He's always giving me good pointers. So yeah.
Do you think you're similar to him in any ways, or is it?
I mean, yeah, he uses a lot of side swipes that we use that I use in my game, so that's why I feel like I wanted to take a bit of his tools that he had and add them to my toolbox. I feel like it's just like Nick Chase and all those guys. Like when I see the sizes and I see some of the moves that I use, I'm always trying to key in on them, and just so I can perfect my toolbox.
Can you walk me through your pass rush plan?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm always looking, getting a key on where the slide's going. I'm trying to see who the center IDs, and I'm trying to, get a good read on a tackle, whether it's a pass stance or a run stance. And then, once I get off, I'm trying to attack them, go down right down to them. You don't want to go upfield and make it a wide rush for yourself. You want to shorten the distance from the quarterback as much as possible. And, you got to defeat the hands to defeat the man. So that's what always big thing Coach Jay harps on, defeating the hands. And so whether it's the sizes or whether I'm doing a long arm chop or something like that, you always got to make sure you focus on his hands. So I really just try to focus on beating and defeating my man first before I even get around the edge.
So you mentioned the two-hand swipe, chop, and stuff like that. Do you have a favorite pass rush move? And is there an NFL pass rusher that you kind of want to steal something from?
Yeah, the sizes, I mean, that's one of the moves. That's one of my moves I really do. And there's so many counters off it. I could do a long arm sizes, I could do a power step sizes, a speed sizes, I could do an inside counter off the sizes. So, I mean, once you really got a move, you really want to perfect it, and you really don't need too many. You only need about 3. And there's always just counters off them. And, you could just really just expand your game off that. And once you perfect the move, if you can really do it and do it to the fullest and, have violence in it, no one can really stop it.
Do you have an expectation or goal where you would want to go around?
Man, just I don't even care. Just whoever picks me, I'm thankful for it, man. And they getting a dog, they getting a motor, a hard worker, someone with a sponge.
Do you feel like there's multiple types of schemes you can fit into, multiple roles?
Yeah, I mean, stand up, hand in the dirt. I mean, I feel like I could do anything. A lot of teams ask me, can I stand up this week? I'm down to do anything. Special teams, all over.
Jonathan Cooper was a guy. He's not the same player, but similar role. I mean, he went 7th round and hadn't made an impact.
Yeah. So that just shows what Coach Jay does. Technique, it follows. And Jonathan, he kept his technique, and it shows in the league. I feel like the guys we go against at Ohio State and the way we prepare for guys and the way we rush is just different. I feel like that Coach Jay teaches us, and I just feel like we translate to the league really good with the stuff we learned at Ohio State. And so yeah, I feel like that's why Jonathan is so successful. And Jonathan, he has that motor. He's always going to go 120% whenever he steps in between those lines. So that's the type of player he is.
Were you a Browns guy growing up? And
yes.
If you got picked by the Browns, would that be cool? I mean,
hey,
play with Myles Garrett.
If you seen my house when I lived in California, man, my dad had it decked out in all Cleveland stuff, Browns, Indians, Cavs, he even had a direct TV channel just we could watch all the games and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been a Browns fan. You know, I'm knowing if I don't get picked, you know, I gotta turn into a regular. I'm still gonna be a fan from far, but you know, not as much as I was. But yeah, I love the Browns growing up, man. Just watching them, always watching them. Going through the pains of being a Browns fan and stuff like that, you know. But I love the team.
A couple more, please. Go ahead.
Larry Johnson posted some video a couple weeks ago of a bunch of former guys going back. Is that something you're looking forward to doing, getting some work in?
Definitely. Coach Johnson, you know, you got to keep your toolbox refined. So just going back, you know, keeping your toolbox technique clean, you know, making sure you always working. That's one of the things I pride myself in, just hard work and just keep working. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back. You know, I feel like he's the best pass, one of the best pass rush coaches in the country, and you know, he has a lot to offer still. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely go back. You know, you always gotta go back.
You went against last question the young offensive line of Ohio State in practice, not just DeJuan and
yeah.
Who are the young guys that impressed you?
Fryer. Yeah, Fryer definitely one that impressed me. You know, Paris, he came in with that dog mentality. You know, I feel like he came in with the right mentality, and he knew like he had to be one of the guys to you know, come and produce. But I'm trying to think of another one.
Fryer, what impressed you?
Man, yeah, same. He just got that dog, and I feel like he always like kept learning and kept improving. Like he kept stacking days. You know, every time I see him, he was getting better. You know, it wasn't just he was being complacent. You know, he was always getting better, and the more, you know, when I went against him, you know, I felt like he was definitely getting better. So yeah, I definitely see him being one of the guys in the future.
Thanks, Tyreke.
All right, Tyreke.
Thanks, Tyreke.
Good luck.
Thank you.